Shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Kaya out of GMS Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First and foremost, is I want to give his all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachach, Wadash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that have taught us this truth and rule well. Also want to say shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say shalom to the speckled bird, even though you may look like the heathen but are not the heathen. Also want to say shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim that are listening. Shalom to the remnant of Israel. Shalom. Hey, yeah, it's a wrap for Babylon. It's a wrap. All these nations are turning against Babylon, aka America. We are living in the time of prophecy that we keep telling you about. Prophecy. These are the things that are happening. All these nations are sick and tired of Babylon, aka America. So I'm going to let this place, and this is for educational purposes towards YouTube. I'm not making any money off of this or any kind of endorsements. This is for educational purposes only. So I'm going to let this play. And as it says, more than 70 countries of the UN Security Council, all these nations are turning against Babylon. It goes right back into Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7 too, and we'll get that in a little bit. But let me go ahead and let this play on.
Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, I have the honor to read the following joint statement on the safety and security of peacekeepers on behalf of Algeria, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belgium, Brazil, Brunei Darussalam, Cambodia, People's Republic of China, Colombia, Croatia, Cyprus, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Denmark, Egypt, El Salvador, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, Hungary, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Jordan, Latvia, Liberia, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Malta, Moldova, Mongolia, Morocco, Nepal, the Netherlands, North Macedonia, Pakistan, Panama, the Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, Republic of Korea, Romania, Russian Federation, Sierra Leone, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Tanzania, Thailand, Timor-Leste, Turkey, United Kingdom, Uruguay, Zambia, and the European Union. And the list is, as of now, we have indication that more countries will be joining this statement. We, the troop contributing countries to the UN Interim Force in Lebanon, or UNIFIL, joined by several other member states and the European Union, express deep concern over the escalation of tension in Lebanon since 2 March 2026 and its impact on the safety and security of peacekeepers. We condemn in the strongest terms the persistent attacks against UNIFIL, including the latest grave attacks which cost the lives of 3 Indonesian peacekeepers and injured several other peacekeepers from France, Ghana, Indonesia, Nepal, and Poland. We also firmly condemn the unacceptable aggressive behavior towards UNIFIL personnel and leadership recently observed. We recall that peacekeepers must never be the target of attack, and that attacks on them are prohibited while they enjoy protection under international law and relevant UN Security Council resolutions and may constitute a war crime.
Well, that lets you know it's a wrap. Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, the world is done with Trump and Israel. This is prophecy. We told you about this. All these nations are gathering together and whatnot. At the end of the day, they're all against Babylon, aka America, just as we've been telling through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and what is about to happen. Make it plain upon tables for you. They gathering together, y'all. Going into the Ezekiel the 38th chapter, a lot of these are gathering together for that World War III. They're tired of Babylon. They're through. And on top of it too, see, Babylon, aka America, don't have no allies. Everybody he named were allies at one point with Babylon. And now look at them. They looking at Babylon like, we're done. We ain't helping you. You're on your own. We're all pulling away from you. Matter of fact, let's get the first scripture. What was that? Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah. Back up. All right. Remind me later. I don't know what this is. Bear with me, Israel. Let me move this. All right. Let's go to Obadiah. Bear with me. My ears itching. Obadiah chapter 1. It's like if I start coughing and stuff, I end up getting a cold. Obadiah chapter 1. And let's see. Verse 7. And in NLT, and this is where we're at right here. This is Obadiah 1 and verse 7. And this and at the end of the day, this here, even with Trump, when he said it, what was it, last year or year prior? When he said that America is a rogue nation. They don't need no allies. They don't need no help. Then you start seeing Trump crying about, oh, we need some allies and we need help. And all the other nations were telling them no, that they're not going to get into this fight with Iran and stuff. Well, do you remember that? So this lets you know what's about to happen. World War III is inevitable. And now you're seeing all these nations talking for themselves. This is Obadiah 1 and 7, right? All your allies will turn against you. So remember, see, now they're turning against Babylon, aka America. They will help to chase you from your own land. They will promise you peace, and that's what they will do. You know what? Peace. We'll give you peace. Say what the scripture say. They shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them. See, because that's one of the things they're gonna do. They're gonna back off, and they're gonna end up saying, you know what? We'll just have peace. We'll just have peace, while they're plotting to blow this bitch clean up off the map. It is what it is. Because, see, they already know Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They already know what he's up to. While he's saying peace, he has the swords behind his back. You see what he did with Iran. What did he say? When they said it was peace talk, and then they attacked first. They said, well, if we didn't attack first, they would have attacked us. You see how these devils act? These Edomites, these Idumeans. Now do you see? Now all these nations against them and the small hats. Because you go, it says against America and Israel. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it. See? Oh, matter of fact, we'll read further. Going into them destroying Babylon. At that time, not a single wise person will be left in the whole land of Edom, saith the Lord. Ain't no wise person here. The mount of Esau is crumbling. Y'all see what the orange man is doing? You see what King Nero is doing? Babylon is falling. It is falling. Now a brother had put something up in the comment in our chat, basically showing that going into Ecclesiastes 12 and 3, There ain't no jobs. That's just one little thing. There ain't no jobs. So what do you think is about to come? Of course, you know, the fall of the dollar, Jeremiah 30 and 7. All the prophecies are about to hit. Matter of fact, let's get another scripture, right? What was I thinking? Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. We live in exciting times. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And that's what you're seeing right there. The nations are sick and tired of Babylon, aka America. They drinking the wine, the philosophies, the bullshit. Then watch Babylon with the broken treaties and all kind of stuff Babylon, aka America, has done. And the nations are mad. Now, do you see what's about to happen? We keep telling you what is about to come. When we tell you that, yes, World War III is going to happen, these nations are backing up. Boy. Matter of fact, since we're in Jeremiah 51, well, hold on. Go down some. Matter of fact, we'll just read all of it. Verse 8. I was looking at verse 9. Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Let everyone go into their own countries, and that's what you're going to start seeing too. Everybody going to go back home. You're going to start seeing people getting the hell up out of here. You know, I work with a bunch of, Africans and, a bunch of Hamites and whatnot. And I be like, man, what are y'all doing here? They be like, man, we trying to get this money. Like, you better get your ass about. Y'all don't see what's going on? Most people are oblivious to what's going on. You just look at them and be like, you know what? They ain't saying nothing to you. You just burn here too. Not that I'm trying to save a heathen or anything. But I just be kind of questioning, like, what do they be thinking all the stuff they see on the news? They just being here in Babylon. But anyway, let's get this again. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. That's the nation saying, forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up, even to the skies. Hey, this place is done for. Babylon is done for. She's falling. She's crumbling. There is no healing. It doesn't matter how many fist pumps there is and fake assassinations and all this other stuff. Babylon's not going to be healed. She's dying. There's no balm to save her. There's no ointments. There's nothing can be done. And now the nations are looking at her and they're pulling away from her. Going right back to Ezekiel 38 chapter 2. When you start to understand what's about to happen going into World War III. When you have Russia, because it mentioned Russia too. Russia being a guard. So when them nations, the BRIC nations and all these nations gather together, what do you think they're going to be doing? They start having those meetings about blowing this place off the map, which that's in the scriptures too, going into World War III. Matter of fact, what scripture did I want? You know what? Let me go there real quick. Ezekiel 38. Let me see. Verse 4. Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will, let me lock it, y'all. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, right? Look at the nations. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarter, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And when you read further up, you start to understand who this is. Gog of Magog. Gog is Russia. Russia. And he mentioned Russia in there. See, Russia's going to be a guard to all these nations. That's what we see now. Why else do y'all ever think when as soon as America try to go attack somebody or Israel try to go attack somebody, you got Russia saying, okay, you do that, it's going to be World War III. You go mess with them, you go mess with these, it's going to be World War III then. Fine. You want to play that game? We'll just blow your ass off the map. And then America backs off. Haven't y'all noticed that? Now you got that video that I just played. All these nations are pulling the hell away from Babylon, aka America. Who do you think they're turning to? See? It's inevitable. Matter of fact, what scripture I want? It's not gonna be very long. It's a quick hit. It's a quick hit. Let me see. Isaiah 14. Man, it's a wrap for this place. It's all playing out. Let me see. Isaiah 14. Let me see. 16. Oh, man. Yep. We can read it. Yep. Isaiah 14 and 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? So now at the end of the day, what are they doing? They're looking at Babylon, aka America. They're looking at Esau, Edom. Is this not the man? They're paying attention to him now, man. Is this not the man that did all of this? They're remembering. They're remembering all the wickedness that Esau, Edom has done. At the end of the day, they're nearly looking upon thee and saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Is this him? Then when you go into the book of Joel, it says, what is it? Is that Joel 3 and 2? Bear with me, Israel. Let me see something. Bear with me. Joel chapter. Is it chapter 2 or chapter 3? Bear with me. Let me see. I'm looking. No. This might not be it. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, okay. We can read this. I wasn't going here, but we can read this because this is what's going to happen too. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. These are the heathens, the natural born heathens, not the Hellenized. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's the thing right there. The weak is saying they are strong now, are they not? The scripture says, have you became weak unto us? When they're looking at Babylon, aka America, have y'all became weak unto us? Because you got to understand now. See, all these heathens are gathering up nation with nation now. You got Russia, Iran, you got all these, you got the BRICS nation, you got all these people, all these nations that are joining together. Because they know if one nation can't beat Babylon, they all gather up together. Well, guess what? That's why the scripture talking about they're going to shoot 200,000, the nukes. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Man, we can read further, man. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about there. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's another thing, going over to what y'all call so-called the Middle East, the Levant area, Yahweh Shaphat, where that war going to take off. I mean, yeah. And it's going to come right over here too. That's it for Babylon, aka America. It's done for. We're living in a time of prophecy, and we keep telling you what is about to happen. It's inevitable. Man. And these nations are telling you. I ain't sick and tired of Babylon, aka America. Let me see. Bear with me. Like I said, I'm just,
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, I'm just looking at it, y'all. Like I said, this ain't gonna be very long. It's a straight hit, straight to the point. More than 70 countries of the UN Security Council, the United Nations. Yeah, it's a wrap. Ghana, Greece, Guatemala. The world is done with Trump and Israel. The world is done. We've been telling you this. The spirit of Yahweh Bashmi, we've been telling you what's going to happen, Israel. We've been telling y'all. Now where's all the hee ha ha at? Been giving you the 100% truth. Anyway, this wasn't meant to be very long. I hope you was edified. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Ra'akodash, and Shalom to the next time.